A dead battery on a cold morning, a flat tire on a highway shoulder, or being stuck on the side of the road after dark are situations almost every driver eventually faces, and the difference between a stressful inconvenience and a genuinely dangerous night often comes down to what's sitting in the trunk. Most cars on the road right now are missing at least half of the items that actually matter in an emergency, which is exactly why this list exists. Before getting into it, anyone who wants more practical car knowledge like this should go ahead and subscribe now, because this channel is built around exactly this kind of useful, no-nonsense content, and there's a lot more coming. The first item is a portable jump starter. These compact battery packs have replaced traditional jumper cables for most drivers, since they don't require a second car and can bring a dead battery back to life in seconds, even in a completely empty parking lot at midnight. The second item is a tire pressure gauge paired with a portable air compressor. Slow leaks and seasonal temperature drops cause tire pressure to fluctuate constantly, and having the ability to check and correct it on the spot prevents a lot of unnecessary tire wear and blowout risk. The third item is a basic first aid kit, stocked with bandages, antiseptic wipes, gauze, and any personal medications a driver might need. This is one of the most commonly forgotten items, yet also one of the most important during any kind of accident or injury, however minor. The fourth item is a flashlight with extra batteries, ideally a hand crank or rechargeable version that doesn't rely on batteries running out at the worst possible moment. Changing a tire or checking under the hood in the dark without proper light is far more dangerous than most people realize. The fifth item is reflective triangles or road flares. These make a stopped vehicle visible to oncoming traffic from a much greater distance, which is critical on highways or poorly lit roads where a stalled car can otherwise go unnoticed until it's too late. The sixth item is a properly inflated spare tire, along with a jack and lug wrench, checked periodically rather than assumed to be ready. It's extremely common for drivers to discover their spare is flat or missing entirely, only after they've already gotten a flat, which defeats the entire purpose of having one. The seventh item is jumper cables as a backup, even for drivers who carry a portable jump starter, since battery packs can lose charge over time if not checked regularly, and cables provide a reliable backup as long as another vehicle is nearby. The eighth item is a multi-tool or basic toolkit, useful for anything from tightening a loose part to cutting a seatbelt in the worst-case scenario. A multi-tool with pliers, a knife, and a screwdriver covers the majority of small roadside fixes. The ninth item is drinking water and non-perishable snacks, particularly important for anyone driving through remote areas or extreme weather, where being stranded for even a few hours without supplies can become uncomfortable quickly. The 10th item is a phone charger, ideally a car charger and a portable battery pack, since a dead phone during a roadside emergency removes the ability to call for help entirely, which is often the single most important tool a driver has in a real emergency. The 11th item is a warm blanket, especially valuable for anyone who drives through cold climates or long rural stretches, since being stuck in a cold vehicle for an extended period poses a real risk beyond just discomfort. The 12th item is duct tape and zip ties, which sound minor but can temporarily secure a loose bumper, hold a hose in place, or fix dozens of small issues just well enough to safely reach a repair shop. The 13th item is a small fire extinguisher rated for vehicle use. While rare, engine fires can escalate extremely quickly, and having a fire extinguisher within reach can be the difference between a contained incident and a total loss. The 14th item is a printed copy of important documents, including insurance information, roadside assistance numbers, and emergency contacts, since a dead phone or no signal can make relying entirely on a digital copy risky in a real emergency. And the 15th and final item is motor oil and coolant, kept in small travel-size containers. A car that's slightly low on either can often be topped off enough to safely continue a trip, whereas continuing to drive with either critically low can cause serious engine damage within minutes. As for do's and don'ts around this kit, it's worth checking these items every few months rather than packing them once and forgetting about them, since batteries die, water expires, and tires lose air even sitting unused in a trunk. It's also worth avoiding cheap and unreliable versions of critical items like jump starters or tire gauges, since the entire point of an emergency kit is that it works exactly when it's needed most, not most of the time. Finally, storing this kit somewhere easily accessible rather than buried under unrelated items matters just as much as having it in the first place, since fumbling through a packed trunk in the rain or dark defeats the purpose of being prepared. None of these items are expensive, and together they cost far less than a single tow truck call or a night spent stranded without help. Being prepared isn't about expecting the worst, it's about making sure a bad moment on the road stays a minor inconvenience instead of turning into something much worse. For more practical, useful car content like this, subscribing means catching every video as soon as it goes up.